वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. This is a very down to earth kind of an example given by Sri Krishna, so that quickly one can understand what he just wants to make clear. Just as a man casts off his worn out clothes and puts on the new ones, so also the embodied self casts off its worn out bodies and enters others which are new now. So therefore, would you like to carry on with the torn, worn clothes, or would you like to have new ones? The soul wants the new one. But as far as the clothes are concerned, maybe it's in our hands. But what about this body, the cloth that we are wearing? The problem over here is that again it is and it was in our hands only, but we have played around too much with it. So we have done whatever we wanted to do. So if I have been exhausted of my money, then can I buy a new cloth? I cannot buy. If I am too attached to my old clothes, can I reject them? No. So my attachment to the body also won't let me leave this. And my inefficiency of leaving it and taking another new one also will stop me from getting out of this body. But otherwise it is possible. So certain activities lead us to fresh death. In the sense, the body is not much damaged and the person is able to get out of it. But one doesn't know what sort of deeds we would have done, because the body is due to the prarabdham. It has its own destiny. The body has its destiny. Why you and me, we are human beings? It's not by fluke. The soul's actions were such that it was capable to get this kind of clothing. So therefore, to have an intact physical body is also the soul's destiny. This is actually our culture. This is what our saints have taught us. So therefore we need to be healthy and happy souls. Not for enjoying the world, but so that whenever we drop this body, we get a better one. We deserve a better one. We have to deserve, right? Even for new clothes, don't we have to deserve? Even if I wish to have a nice, say, dress, but if I cannot afford, so I have to afford it. For affording it, I have to put effort. In the same way, this body. It sounds very simple, but we have to work hard to get out of the attachment of this body. The self is changeless. The soul is different. The soul is as though conditioned ego, conditioned self. The self is eternal and changeless, non-dual. So it never comes to birth. So which soul has come into birth, that soul alone is going to get out of this body. So transition from one body to another is of not the self, it is of the soul. So what is this soul? Soul is as though conditioned self. Now the self actually cannot be conditioned, which is eternal and all pervasive, cannot be conditioned. For conditioning you need change, modification, which is not there. So therefore we can conclude that what Vedanta says is that it is superimposition. It is an imagination that I am conditioned. The moment I imagine that I am conditioned, that is the beginning of ego. And the moment there is this ego becomes an individual, and then this ego therefore takes a body suitable to exhaust its vasanas, to exhaust its desires. So therefore it keeps changing the clothing also as per the desire. You come here with simple dressing, not the way you will go to a wedding. And then you went to shop some vegetables, okay? So you won't go with jewelry and all that, no, not such fancy clothes you won't wear. So as per the occasion, as per the requirement, you will change the clothes. So also, as per your desires, you will change this body also. The soul will think, my such desires can be fulfilled in this kind of a body. So therefore, the soul will take that kind of a body. You like cheese? Yes, I love cheese. I keep opening my fridge and eating cheese, bite by bite, here and there. Take the form of a rat. You will enjoy. It will be easier for the soul to satiate the desire of eating cheese in the form of a rat. There will be no restrictions, medical restrictions, no. Fat or thin rat, it's okay. So you took up the form of a rat for the desire of cheese. It so happened there came a scientist. You unfortunately fell into the scientist's house. So now the scientist picked you up from your tail and put it in the laboratory for some tests. Because they will do all the tests, human tests on rats first. So you got trapped in that. You said, oh my God, I just left my human body so that I can have a nice time with cheese. Again I am fallen in the hands of a human, only for the sake of sacrificing my life for human beings. Oh my God. So therefore, no, I don't like this rat form. I rather take a human form only. Again, so you prayed and you sacrificed yourself for humankind as a rat. You were dissected and all that. You can get another life of a human. Don't you think that, right? From rat, I don't know how, when will I again become a human? Thoughts are very powerful. Think positive in the right direction, upward direction. Don't lower yourself at the level of thought. Thought makes you what you are. Because you might think that it is not that old, the dress, okay? And your daughter will say, what, Ma? You keep wearing the same torn cloth. Why don't you get a new one? So ultimately she brought one new sari for you. So you kept it nicely for another daughter of yours. You never wanted. So it happens, no? So it is a perception. Whether it is new, old, rejectable or not rejectable, whether you are attached to it or not, it's all thought. Wonderful example given. We all will understand quickly on the basis of this simple example. But we never use it when we are in wisdom, when we are happy and enjoying life. We only use it at the time of someone's death. At that time we will get it printed. Vasansi jinani yatha vihaya. For whom do we write that? And then the condolence meeting. If I have understood that there is no death to the self, do I really write this? I write this all right. Do I observe condolence? For whom then? Do we have to condole nobody's death? Because the self never dies. This is what the shloka is telling. Neither does it die, nor there is anything sad if the soul has departed from the body. So therefore, I am happily announcing that my loved one has departed, Vasansi Jinani, at his will, because he wants a new cloth. So you also be happy, and we are already happy. So let us meet and be happy. Fine, no problem. So now, when it is so, then why the self cannot be destructed?